Hey, classmates, this is Deanna.
Hey guys, this is Brett. Welcome back to episode 60 of Hard Lessons True Crime Podcast.
Episode 60.
Whoop, whoop.
There should be like some theme songs or something like for each episode.
We have an amazing theme song, but Riverside doesn't have a library for me to store it in, so
And you
and
haven't figured out how to do it?
anytime I send them an email saying, how do I do this? Their bot emails me back saying, I don't understand your question. I'm like, so, but one of these days it'll get figured out, I reckon.
Yeah, one day.
Um, so Teach, how was your week?
Pardon me. My week was pretty good. It felt like this one week was a year long, but
Everybody getting excited and anxious for spring break.
yes, and just being totally exhausted and just like knowing there's things you got to get done and yet not wanting to do any of it because you're just so tired you can't think.
Right.
Yeah. But we made it, and here we are.
Got a week of relaxing ahead of you, traveling down to see the world's greatest granddaughter,
Yes,
spoiling on her.
I hope so.
Y'all gonna make a trip to Five Below?
If her mama lets us.
You're actually gonna ask permission?
Probably not. Just gonna be like, come on, Olivia, let's go.
Come on, girly.
Yep.
Absolutely. Wow.
But the week was good. I mean, it's always stressful the week before a holiday, basically.
Right.
But it was good. It was a good week. How about yours?
It wasn't bad. A couple of frustrating days at work with the weather and stuff, but again, we made it through.
There you go.
Everything got done, and this week's going to be a better week. The weather's turning warmer.
It's supposed to be like 80 degrees tomorrow or something.
Pretty close, yeah. High 70s, low 80s.
It'll feel like it.
Freaking sauna.
Yeah, it will.
No más pantalones. I'm gonna have. It's about that time of year at work where I start hitting up the boss man saying, "Can't we have some shorts as part of our uniform?" And he'll say, "No, ask again next year." And I'll say, "Okay."
You'll pencil it in.
Yeah,
There you
pencil
go.
it in. It's been an 8-year tradition now. Me asking for shorts for summertime uniform. When I first started driving a truck, my first job was driving for Pepsi Cola, and we did get shorts from Memorial Day to Labor Day. We could wear shorts to work.
There you go. I think there's a huge difference between Pepsi working and dealing with other people's trash and germs and bacteria.
Probably don't want to climb in the back of a truck to clean out with shorts on.
Not with shorts on, no.
I'd be like that woman I saw out there the other day in flip flops.
Exactly. That is just so disgusting. Like, where do people...
What's the thought
they're
process?
not thinking. It's like,
Exactly. Exactly. Well, are you ready to get started?
I am.
Right.
Class is in session.
The more you know.
Yes.
You're going to like this one.
Okay.
It has to do with goats.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Teach loves goats.
I love animals.
Goats have rectangular pupils.
Yes.
This allows them to see in like a panoramic vision so they can look out for danger more.
That's really cool. I never knew that.
You never know that?
I never knew that.
And she's teaching our youth.
Let me get back into my roots of hick language.
Hudson County hit girl.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she is.
All right, so today's topic was a host choice.
Cool.
And so this host chose phobias.
Mm,
So we're going to look at the psychology of them and
definitely.
some ways that psychologists and other smart people say, help work through them. And then at the end, we're going to look at 10 of the rarest phobias.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
All right. So, phobia is defined by Britannica America as an extreme or irrational fear of or aversion to something. And then I got thinking, what's aversion mean? And that's probably something that Teach would be like, well, what's that? So, aversion, according to Britannica America, America Britannica, within the two, is a strong dislike for something.
Yes, like huge,
Like walking around in flip flops in the landfill.
I don't know that that's a phobia. That is
That's an aversion,
that is
a
that
dislike.
yes, yes, very much so because that's disgusting. Or like wearing odd socks or shoes.
So, classmates, just so you know, little side story real fast. There's a group at the junior high out here where teaches. They're called the Underground. And every so often they'll make up their own dress days. And one day this week it was supposed to be either odd socks or odd shoes. And Teach tried for 30 minutes to do it. And she just couldn't.
Mm-mm.
Like she put on some odd socks, but when it come time to putting on two different type of shoes, she couldn't even put her foot in it. And then she was like, I can't even do the socks, so she took the socks off also.
Yes, it's very weird. Very weird. Like
Just thinking about it.
yes, like my toes are curling just thinking about like they're not supposed to be odd. That's why they make them the same.
Yeah, yeah. So I have a pair of socks that one is black and one is white,
It
and I'll
drives me crazy.
I'll wear them every once in a while. And she's just like, could you please not?
Can you not feel the color difference?
No, I can't.
Or the brand difference?
No,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Nope, nope, nope.
I one of the black socks had a hole in it. One of the white socks had a hole in it, but those two were still good. So thought, why not use them still?
So that's some of our crazy aversions.
Yeah. So back to phobias. And if you suffer from a phobia, you're not alone. More than 10 million Americans suffer from some form of a phobia, according to the National Institute of Mental Health.
Hmm, that's a lot.
That is a lot of folks.
Yeah.
Maybe it's spiders, it could be heights, or it could be social situations, or even the fear of public places.
Yes. I have the aversion of heights and the aversion of big spiders, like the big furry kind. Like, ugh.
Daddy long legs,
No, they don't bother me. The black furry, I don't know, big
the
like
brown
tarantulas.
recluse,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I would freak out. Anyway, like spiders, not the baby ones, because
they're
they're
cute.
babies.
Have
Yeah.
you ever seen a spider's eyes magnified?
Please don't. I mean, that's probably why I don't like them is because of those. It's the how they're arranged, those dots. I can't.
Oh, the trectophobia or whatever it's
Yes,
called.
no, that
Yeah,
is a
no,
real deal, and
it is.
I have nightmares about that.
Yeah, no, no. And just to set your mind at ease, I don't bring that up anywhere in here
Okay, good.
because I know that bugs you that bad.
Yes. Throw it up.
Yes, ma'am. Psychologists and other researchers have made great strides in combating these fears over the last several decades. The strides include pharmacological treatments and technological interventions.
So they try to just here take this pill and you won't have any problems with it.
In extreme cases, like they try, that's their last step.
Step. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I just avoid it.
I mean, out of sight, out of mind, right?
Yes, yes. And if somebody has something like that in a classroom, I stay across the room from it and I won't look.
Right. So, for those that like to keep count, Brett has already messed up one word when I tried to say pharmacological. It did not come out anything like that.
That's a hard word anyway.
It is, and now I'm going to be talking about a doctor from Sweden. So, here we go.
Okay.
Psychologist and phobia researcher, Dr. Arnie Oman of the Karolinska Institute in Sweden, said they are on to the next step, which is using neuroimaging techniques like position emission tomography or a PET scan and magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, to
So,
understand the brain circuitry that underlies phobias and then how the brain responds during treatment.
oh, okay. That's not, I thought you were having to look at all these things that you had phobias over and they were going to map your brain and figure out where it was going wrong at. And then
They
they're like,
did do
no,
that.
nope. I didn't want any part of that because I'd have to look at the stuff that makes me
Wig
freak
out.
out. Yes, yes.
Now, I don't know if they showed them cards or anything, but they did map out the part of the brain. And that came out. What they found is and here's another word Brett's going to mess up, amygdala, a small almond shaped structure in the brain's temporal lobe, is a key player in phobias.
So where's the temporal lobe? Like at the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Malfunctions of the amygdala may give rise to phobias.
Ooh. How does it
Research,
get damaged though?
head injuries, different things like that.
Okay.
Or maybe it's just born, you're just
Born
born,
wacky.
yeah, your brain short circuited at birth.
Okay.
Researchers have yet to work out details of how this happens. In answer to your
Oh,
question,
I'm always jumping the gun.
you are. You're like a step ahead of me, and that's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Quote from Dr. Ullman: "As soon as we know more about what is happening in the brain, then we can fine tune the treatment."
Heck yeah. So when was that all of this taking place?
This part was in 2010, so I'm sure that they have made strides in it, but I couldn't find any newer articles.
Okay.
All phobias are linked to anxiety disorders, along with things such as post-traumatic stress disorder and panic disorders.
That makes perfect sense.
It does. I mean, because if you're scared, you're going to panic. Or
Well,
if you've
it's
been
like a
through,
trigger. There's something in it that triggers, and then your brain flips to that unconscious event, and
right,
then you just start panicking. I can picture those stupid things, and it just freaks me out, and I
those
just
tiny holes. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
yes, yes.
Puppies
Puppies. So, but that's curious to know. Like, okay, so what about that
triggers you.
triggers my anxiety? And I think it's chaos. It looks chaotic to me,
Mm.
and that's anxiety. Like right now, I'm sitting in chaos, and I'm not functioning very well.
You're doing amazing.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You are welcome. The difference between a general anxiety disorder and a phobia is that a phobia usually develops around something specific.
Yep, very specific. I can't look at beehives.
Mm,
I can't look at. I figured out why I don't like poppets because of the dots.
yeah,
It's all about the patterns and things like that. Now, if I just look at it as what it is, it's okay. But if I just start zoning in on it, I can't. It bothers me.
What about those shoes, Crocs?
No, those are fine. This is like the posters or um even a ball that has the bumps on it.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to a texture thing too.
Gotcha.
Like, and it's double if I know that there's a texture thing and those it's the dots and a pattern and it just
Well,
creeps me out.
I know we talk about them a lot, but they're pretty cool. Um, but that's something else you share with Aliqua from Nosy Nancy's. She's like, I can't do it. I got
The
that
dot
phobia.
phobia. I I don't know what it is. It's like it would be like being chased by a clown. That's how terrifying that is to me.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yeah, I I really feel for not only you but anybody else that has that phobia and other phobias that like we'll talk about in a little bit. And speaking of that, other than just being scared, a phobia can impact a person's daily life negatively.
yes, it can. They're just so scared. They just can't process and even leave their homes.
Exactly. Exactly. I didn't write that phobia down, but there's that, I think it's called agoraphobia, where you're afraid of the outside. You know,
I'm not
and
going to say yes because
I'm
I'm
pretty
not
sure
100% positive, but it sounds right.
I'm about 90% sure that's what it's called. Um, I just cannot imagine, you know, just being so frightened and so scared that you just couldn't even walk outside.
Yeah, it, that would be terrible.
It would. It would. In extreme cases, a person might organize their entire life around things that trigger their phobias
Like to
and
avoid it.
anxieties. The phobias and anxieties. Yes, ma'am. The phobia impact can range from mildly annoying to severely disabling.
Okay.
They can interfere with relationships, school, and work.
Yes, definitely. Like I said, if I see anything remotely creepy like that, I have to completely avoid it. And I know at some point, like they'll have like hexagons or whatever, and then they'll have the squares inside it.
Like in math classes,
Yes.
and you're going to be teaching math next year.
I won't have any of that. I won't even be able to touch the poster. Like I cannot physically bring myself to do any of that. So, but I have stayed away from a classroom because of something that no, it's like unfortunately the people that have severe acne and it's all over their face. That it's the same thing. I'm like getting chills. It's the same thing.
Well, I don't know that teaching junior high with kids that are just starting puberty is the best thing for you.
No. There's a difference between puberty, here and there pimples,
And just,
and everywhere.
gotcha.
I think that's why all those pimple popper thingies is disgusting, and I can't do it. I can't.
Classmates, I can't be the only one that finds those relaxing, right? Somebody write in and let us know, oh, I like them too.
Nobody ever responds to us anyway, so
Well, I have faith. I'm going to keep bringing it up. Email is hardlessons with an S at the end, tcp.23@gmail.com. Somebody let us know. I'm not the only one.
oh no, there's thousands. It's just disgusting.
Specific phobias can emerge at any age, but they usually begin in childhood or adolescence.
Hence the post traumatic. Like there's something associated with that
Yes.
particular issue.
Maybe you fell in a cactus patch and all those cactus needles poked a bunch of holes in you and you just don't remember that.
No.
Okay.
Um, because cactus doesn't bother me. I mean, I ain't certainly gonna touch them, but
Have you ever eaten a cactus?
yeah,
Is it pretty good?
yeah. like those the big ear looking ones. You take those needles out and you bring that. You like cook it and eat it, and yeah, it's pretty good stuff. I did that in Phillips. I think somebody came to the school and demonstrated, or maybe it was high school, demonstrated, and you made a something to eat
I'll be darned.
with cactus.
Wow. Shout out to Phillips, Texas. Go Blackhawks.
Or, West Texas.
Either
Either
or.
place, either school, yeah.
Right. Sadly, the symptoms may be controlled, but unfortunately, they will be lifelong. So
Oh.
it'll just not go away, just control them.
Oh, okay. Okay. So actively avoid whatever it is that is going to trigger you, and then you'll be okay. Does it get worse?
No.
Okay. If you
It's
let it, basically.
if you let it,
Okay.
yes. But if you can help, like, do what I'm going to say here in a little bit
Okay.
and what the researchers have come up with.
So we got some, what are those strategies to help
Hmm.
us not panic?
Now, I hate to tell you this.
Uh-huh.
Women suffer from phobias twice as often as men.
Ooh. Why?
Some reasons why include hormonal changes related to pregnancy may increase the risk. Women are more prone to stress, which increases anxiety.
Duh.
Women are more likely to experience physical and mental abuse, sadly, unfortunately.
Yes. Now that does make sense. I wonder if that's where it came from.
Maybe so.
I don't know.
Not Brett, by the way.
No. Hmm. Oh well.
All right. Treating phobias
Okay.
includes cognitive behavioral therapy, exposure treatment,
No. Keep me the crap away from that.
relaxation and breathing exercises, and finally, medication.
I like the cognitive because it helps you process. Like, okay, it's just a thing. It's really not going to hurt you, but just back away slowly and shift your focus to something else.
Yes, ma'am.
That's my cognitive behavioral therapy that I do. Yep. It's literally not going to reach out and touch you.
It's not there.
It's just a poster. It's just a pattern. Just walk away.
You are bigger than it is.
Yes. Doesn't always work, but I try.
Exactly. The most commonly observed symptoms of phobias are extensive, intense, and constant feelings of fear, anxiety, and panic. The irrationality of fear, the feeling of a person with a phobia, are unreasonable compared to the actual threat.
Yes,
What
it
we were
is.
just saying.
Yeah, it's very irrational because then your mind go like I was picturing something touching me, and it just then shivers down my back, and it's like
Yeah.
it is what it is, and you just got to learn how to refocus. Okay.
Avoidance of the source of the phobia, like you're
Yeah, heck,
saying.
Skippy, you do.
People with phobias may experience tremors, palpitations, sweating, shortness of breath, dizziness, and nausea.
mm.
Phobias seem very distressing, but they are not insurmountable. First step is understanding the psychology behind the phobia, and the medications that they subscribed are called selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRI for short. So basically, antidepressants.
Oh, okay.
With the help from a qualified mental health professional and a support system of family and friends, a person can conquer their phobias
Yes. Or just avoid them at all costs.
at all costs.
Yes. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I know it's not possible for everybody, and I definitely understand
Yeah.
because that would freak me out.
Absolutely. Now, so I wanted to take a look at some different phobias,
Okay.
but like we do on hard lessons, we don't talk about Jeffrey Dahmer or Ted Bundy or any of those guys. We go for the lesser known.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to be talking about claustrophobia, the fear of tight places.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to be talking about arachnophobia,
No.
the fear of spiders.
I was like, spiders.
We're going to talk about rare phobias.
Ooh.
So the first one I have for you, don't be looking over on
I
mine.
can't read upside down. Wait.
Electrophobia or alactrophobia.
Okay.
ALEKTROPHOBIA.
Yeah, I don't have any idea. It sounds like electricity.
That's what I thought when I first read it. The fear of chickens or hens.
Fear of chickens or hens. Man, that would be terrible if you were born on a farm
Wouldn't it though?
and that's what y'all do. Like,
Right.
how do you deal with that?
Made me think of Sheldon.
Yes, he was definitely afraid of those. Well, the character was.
He got
Oh
chased
my
up a tree by
gosh.
one. And young Sheldon.
Yeah. Okay.
Garascophobia.
Garascophobia. You're afraid of gastric things?
Close. The fear of growing up or aging.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like that is it's not what I was thinking. Afraid of pooping. That was really like but they have that. People have that
I
problem.
can. I don't doubt it. I believe you. It just that's one of those irrational fears. You
Yeah.
got the poop, folks. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's
But
not
when
going to
you
kill you.
said the gastra,
Yeah,
whatever, that's
that's what you thought of.
yeah.
Ambulophobia.
Ambia,
Ambula. AMBULO.
ambulances.
That's what I thought. The fear of walking.
Okay, that that raises a whole lot of challenges. I wonder how many people actually have that.
Uh, Less than 5%.
So not very many
It's
people.
yeah. It's not
Yeah, that's just oh my gosh, that would be terrible because
just yeah.
you literally have to walk everywhere.
Literally.
Yep.
Emetophobia. EMETOPHOBIA.
Emit?
Emetophobia.
You're afraid of emitting something? Am I close?
Fear of vomiting.
Oh,
So yeah,
yeah,
emitting
yeah.
something.
That's definitely emitting it.
Now this is the rarest phobia. This next one, not the emetophobia.
Right, the one you're about
The
to
one I'm
tell
about
us.
to do. And I'm going to say it slow.
Okay.
Arachnobutyrophobia. Arachnobutyrophobia. ARACHIBUTYROPHOBIA. Arachnobutyrophobia.
I have no idea.
Less than 2% of the world's population have this phobia.
Okay.
It's the fear of peanut butter being stuck to the roof of your mouth.
I was not even going that direction with how do you get peanut butter out of that? Bird.
I don't know.
Arac. ARACHI. Iraqi.
Iraqi, BUT,
Bu.
YROP,
Aro.
Seropophobia.
Arac. Arachnid.
There's the word.
Iraqi. Bu. Oh my! I don't even understand. Like, why can't you just say the fear of peanut butter?
Yeah, why can't it be phobia?
Like, so they don't eat anything with peanut butter.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Although,
like
peanut butter cake, they should be able to eat because it doesn't stick to the roof of your
if
mouth.
it's dry, it does.
Okay.
Like, dude, you haven't had dry peanut butter cake where you're like trying to get it.
We have a swallow of that coffee over there, please.
Peanut butter cake
My Aunt Beanie,
used to make the best.
the world's greatest.
I would have loved for peanut butter cake because the cake needs to taste like peanut butter.
Oh, everything.
And the icing better be like very dark, rich peanut butter taste.
Mm-hmm. Spectrophobia.
Spectro, that thing. Spectro, I don't know. Maybe the spectrums, the different wavelengths.
Fear of mirrors.
Oh, I just got that problem because I'm a little fluffy.
You are not.
I'm fluffy.
Okay. Hold on to your hats for this one.
You almost said Heine's.
I did. Hold on to your butts. Hippopotamonstrosis phobia.
Hippopotamuses.
Hippopotamonstrosis phobia.
I don't even know. I'd have to like break down each one of those.
It's the fear of long words. And they had to put a long word. Hippopotamonstrosis. I thought for a while there they were adding letters.
Because monstrosus is big.
Hippo's a big animal.
Are they comparing it to hippos? How sad.
I know. But it's not big words, it's long words.
It's
So
just long words like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
that
They're
would
afraid of
probably
that one.
wig somebody out.
Oh my gosh, that's weird.
Chiclophobia.
You're love the baby chickies.
Fear of gum. Chicle.
Chicle. Oh.
Chiclephobia.
Fear of gum. Okay. That would make
Globo.
it hard to walk past the gum aisle.
It would. Like you'd never be able to check out at a store.
No, I mean, okay. I'm trying to like process all this.
Globophobia.
You're afraid of globes
Balloons.
or balloons because they can blow up into a globe. Okay.
And the last one?
Uh,
Oh, were you going to say something?
it's just these are very weird.
They're the rarest.
Yeah, that means very little people actually have this problem.
That's right. Ready for the last one?
Yes.
Phobophobia.
You're afraid of phobias?
Yes, ma'am.
That's just dumb. You're afraid that you have a phobia, so therefore.
You're going to fear them all.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And that is phobias. My bibliography this week is APA.org. The APA stands for American Psychological Association. Figuring Out Phobias. This is the name of the article. Psychologs.com. Understanding the psychology behind fear and phobias. Avalon Malibu, it's a clinic out in California, avalonmalibu.com, why phobias are more present in women than men. And lastly, verywellmind.com, what are the rarest phobias?
Okay, so what do you have a phobia? Like a true phobia?
I don't know that it's a phobia or not, but I have always, ever since I was a little kid, I have always been afraid of being buried alive. And then we watched that episode of CSI where Nick gets buried alive, and that triggered it. I could barely watch that episode. And then, remember.
Is that claustrophobia, maybe?
It might be part of claustrophobia. Remember, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, we lived in our old house, and our neighbor across the street, Joe, got buried alive.
He wasn't buried alive.
He was buried by the grain. So yeah, he was buried. He was alive when they poured the grain on there, and they didn't know he was in there.
I thought he found him in a train car.
That was filled with grain.
I thought that he passed before that. That's terrifying. Like that would be very scary.
That would be. That's
Because it gets heavy and then
and yeah,
crushed.
you can't breathe, and grain's getting into your mouth. So anyway, yes, I don't know if it's a phobia. I didn't want to look it up for this and see, but I do have that fear of being buried alive.
That's a healthy fear. I, just a side note, you probably don't want to hang around people that would do that. You
Yeah.
know,
Touche.
you know, you want to
So I won't.
lean on the side of caution.
Don't become friends with any grave diggers.
Like the weird whatever. What is that movie where Kiefer Sutherland hunts for years for his
Girlfriend
girlfriend, and then he gets buried alive as well next to her?
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That was a good.
freaky.
Mm. That also kind of triggered it. So
Yeah, like all I could picture is like, just make it quick.
yes,
Ain't nothing you can do about
just get it over with.
it. And then I would pee my pants. Because that's what you're going to do anyway.
That's
Might as well just pee it and get it over with.
that is enough to soil your linens.
Yep.
All right, teach. Well, what is my grade for this week?
I would say a high B.
High B.
Yeah.
B plus then?
Yeah.
Yay.
I mean, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm probably just overthinking it all.
I think you're doing amazing.
Nice. So next one is 61.
You got all got the bowl in my hand. I'm shaking it up for the teach. Find out what I'll be reporting on next week.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. What is it?
True crime.
I like those.
We're going to go across the border. Of course you do. They have hard words to say.
I just like it that, murderers aren't just here.
Right. They are everywhere.
Yep.
So next week.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Next week we will be back with another episode. Oh, before we go, just 2 weeks away from Boomtown Comic Con. Unfortunately, Teach and I had to back out. Had something come up, and so we had to back out. We're not going to be able to be a part of it this year, but we are already on the calendar for 2026. So, but there's still going to be some amazing folks over there. There's professional wrestlers. There is actors, voice actors, comedians, artists, authors. It's going to be fun, and y'all go check it out. And then we'll see y'all there next year.
Heck yeah.
So,
Fun. Let's go to like a true crime podcast convention. I think that would be like the coolest.
you mean like CrimeCon?
Yes. I didn't know the name.
Yeah, no, I'm just, there's several of them, but CrimeCon is
Up there.
the big one.
Okay.
And so that's why I was like CrimeCon.
Maybe we could
So,
like work our way up to the bottom, like
well, if we wanted to go to CrimeCon this year, it's in September,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be closer than it ever has. It's in Denver, Colorado.
What? Maybe anniversary?
Make an anniversary trip.
Yeah. Better
So
start booking it now.
that's right. Lanebug, even though we're not going to Boomtown Comic Con this year, we would still like some t-shirts. Classmates, if y'all want some order some of our t-shirts. Right now we just have the ones with our logo on it. But we are in work with one of the most amazing young ladies. We're not in work. We're in talks with one of the most amazing young ladies about making some for us. So hit us up. Email address again: hardlessons HARDLESSONS tcp.23@gmail.com. I'll also post it in our Facebook on our Facebook page. Hit us up, let us know, and we'll get you in contact with the young lady that's making them for us.
Heck yeah. And she's
So
the sweetest.
she is. She's pretty cool, no matter who her dad is. No,
Yeah.
no.
In fact, I'm gonna start something. Anyway, go ahead.
You're gonna start something?
Yeah.
What are you gonna start?
Well, I want to order some stuff that she made and give her tell people about it. Give her a review.
Ah.
So
So we could add that to the podcast.
Yeah, we can give her a commercial.
Yay!
I mean, not many people actually listen to us, but you never know.
Hey, we've got over 2,000 listens total so far since we've started. So that's at least 2,000 people listening to us.
Okay.
And
whatever you believe, babe.
And we're just going to continue on having fun with it.
Yes, absolutely, because that's what it was created for.
Yes, ma'am, a little hobby.
Yeah.
So, all right, classmates, we will see you next week.
Alrighty, bye. Class is dismissed.